Well, hello everybody. I've actually had a request to do a review of this. So, as you can see, it's Great Walls Hobbies Me323 Gigant. I don't know why this suddenly appealed to me, but I fancied building one. It's only in 1/144th scale, so still a reasonable sized model, considering it just gives you an idea how big the thing was in real life. It does actually come with these two vehicles, the half track and a Panzer II. So it turned up yesterday from PM Models, so I haven't really looked at it properly myself. I've just glanced at the instructions, but oh dear, excuse me. Yes, that was a burp. I've just gulped down a cup of coffee. Sorry about that, it's not very polite. I've had a little look on Wikipedia about it. Obviously, as most models will know, this was designed originally as an assault glider. Then they put 4 engines on it apparently, but it still needed one of those great big double HE111 things to get it into the air, plus rocket assists. They also even towed them aloft with 3 Me110s, which must have been incredibly dangerous. 3 planes towing this great big thing. And then they went on to the 6 engined version, which I believe was the 323. The glider was a 321. There's a few converted, but most were purpose built from sort of scratch, so to speak, not conversions. So I'm a lot trying to think what I read. There was a case of there was, I think, 26 or 27 of them in a flight, and they shot down. Only 6 made it, so yeah, they shot down 20 odd of them. They must have been absolute sitting ducks, these great big things. I think the pilots of the fighters went whoopee, that's nice and easy to shoot down, although it did have a fighter escort. It's absolutely terrifying sitting in one of those things, knowing there's nothing you can do about it. I did see a picture on the internet that had some gun pods in the wings, but I don't know if they're modelled in the kit, but we'll find out as we go through. For such a small box, there's quite a bit of plastic in it. I was quite surprised when I opened it up. As I say, we'll open some of the bags, some of them are double screws and whatnot, but I'll just show you these first, these 2 screws. Let's put the box over there, and I'll try and bring you down a little bit closer in. I've got to try and remember to stay shot. These 2 screws actually contain the half track, which is made up of what appears to be 3 pieces, and the tank, which is made up of a few more. So you've got the hull, the upper, what was like the mantlet, the turret, don't know what that bit is, and the track sides. I mean, you can see the size of it from my finger, but quite good fun. I won't take them out of the bag actually, because you can see them quite well. Oh, it's got a tiny machine gun as well in there. Oh, there's another. Didn't notice that screw. Oh, I think they'd possibly just like bases or something inside, the underneath. But they're, to be honest, quite well detailed. Got my right glasses on, but I think they, some tyre tread pattern. In fact, let's take it out of the bag. We can all have a try and bring it up to the camera for a close look. So, I don't know if this is in focus, guys. See the bag's glinting. I've tried diffusing my light, but it still produces glare. So you got tank track detail. As I say, for a 1/44 scale kit, it's quite a bit. Oh, it's the front glacis plate, isn't it, and the turret. Another bit of the turret and machine gun. Cleanly moulded. I'll just put those away, and we'll get on to the Gigant properly. Right, as I say, we've got a couple of double screws, so we'll start off with the main fuselage section. Actually got interior detail as well. That's focusing all the way through, all the tubular structure. I am assuming that it was canvas covered, this thing. I'm assuming, I honestly don't know. That's one of the sides, nicely moulded. Should be a good fun build, this one. Having said that, it should be build for a nightmare. Obviously got the other side. You got the nose doors, again with detail in them. A couple of other bits, not sure. Oh, these are the gun turrets that go on the wings, I think. So yeah, so again you've got the the tubular structure internal and what is like the canvas or fabric over it. I'm going to run out of room soon. These, I think it's 2 of these. I think these are. Hang on, I won't. I'll start again because I'm talking over the rustling. It's 2 of these. These are the engines. Also found out that they had contra-rotating. Well, not, that's the wrong word. They had 3 engines on one side went clockwise, and the 3 on the other went anti-clockwise to counteract torque. So these are part of the engine. So again, some nice detail for such a small kit and part of the landing gear. So you can see the engines are very. As you can see, the engines are very tiny next to my finger, so I can get you back in shot. And the wheels just plain, no tread pattern on them. So that's those. What have we got? Oh, I won't take them out. We've got clear parts as well for all the windows down the sides and the cockpit, and obviously side windows, as I say. I was off shot again. Canopy and some domes. Presumably, do they go on the gun turrets? I guess so. These make up ailerons and flaps, I guess. Get one out to have a look. They're pretty plain though. You can see some nice recessed panel line details on there, although that one appears, well, no, it can't be bought because it's moulded like that. No, it's meant to be like that. It's obviously got some sort of washout on the wing or something. I could be talking out of my backside and I wouldn't know. You've got the propellers. Now let's see, did they give you 3 in each direction? Very hard to tell. Yes, they have, I believe. There's the propellers. I'll leave them in the bag. Hope you can see those okay. Then see the one out. Not a criticism at all of the kit because it's 155, but this structure is, get the box lid, is this part, and is obviously a little bit fat. So you got the choice. You could, I don't think anybody does it, but it would look nice as an etch to give it that finer detail, but then it would be flat instead of tubular, if that makes sense. I think it will look fine when it's made up. Various other parts of it, I'm not progressive. I think that must be the loading, no, not the loading mount, because that's in 2 bits according to very basic cockpit seats. Let me have a little look at that again. Hopefully it's focusing. Trying to look at what is effectively for me an upside down image on the monitor of the camcorder. I can't tell if it's in focus or not, but I hope it is. Then pass. I don't know what these bits are. Obviously is that the rudder? I don't know, I'll be honest. All bits of the wing though. I think it must be the tail plane, elevators. But then what are they? Oh, that could be the fin. That could be the fin, that's the rudder, and that's the tail plane and the elevators. Again, just plain bits. A little bit as trim tabs moulded in there. That's about it. I won't take that one out. And this one, more detailing bits. The thing has loads of control horns sticking up on top of the wings. This is all part of it. Various bits leading slats. Don't know. I'll have a look at the instructions in a minute. And then the final sprue is the wings themselves, so we'll get that one out. So recessed detail in the wings, tops, bottoms. Maybe those are tail planes, I don't know, I'll be totally honest. No, they could be outer panels for these, because the wings are in, body goes there, and then you've got these bits that go on the outside. Yeah, but detail's good for a 1/44 scale kit, very good. Okay, just got basic decals. Won't take them out, hopefully you can see what I can see there. Then you got the markings. I would imagine that's probably almost full size. Now let's get a fuselage half. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty much a full size drawing. So I put my hand, I'll pull it back so it's in the shot, put my hand, it gives you a bit of an idea of the size of it. If I zoom out a bit more, you'll get that all in one go. There you go. So it's just the one scheme. It's RM 70, 71 over 65 and a yellow blue. So there's although they're all painted the same, there is slightly different ones. You've got one in Tunisia, one in Italy, one in Hungary. So you have got a choice. And yes, it does have the gun pods on the wings, look. Imagine crawling out there and being a gunner in there with the Spitfires and Messerschmitts. Well, maybe if someone was a bit annoyed. Mustangs is what I was trying to say. Right, onto the instructions. The usual funny Great Wall Hobby. Well, these ones are stable. That's just sprue call out. Do not use the shadow parts. Hope you can see all that. Can't actually see any parts shadowed. I'll just some there, look, just there. And then on the back, it's just got a bit of a blurb about it. So give you a bit of time to pause it there if you want to read that. And then onto the instructions, obviously starting with the cockpit, such as it is. So you've got two control columns on an instrument panel. Then it's got you putting the clear parts in the fuselage sides and door, there's two bits there. Then you've got the floor and the upper level and the cockpit going in as obviously closing the fuselage sides up. Making up the strange undercarriage units. Looks like there's a bogey of 6 and a bogey of 2. So then they're in the side sponsons covering the wheels on both sides. Making up the engines and engine nacelles, propellers, exhausts. Making up the wing halves. Obviously you've got the outers, there goes one of the bags, just slip down, and the inners, and as I said, all these control horns and bits for the flaps and the ailerons. And kind of repeating for the port wing there. Tail, plane, elevators, rudder, vertical fin. Those things I said were leading edge flaps are actually the struts for the wings. Wing struts, putting the two gun turrets on the wings on. Don't know how somebody got into them. They were remotely fired, I don't know, but they got a clear bit which would indicate to me that somebody sat in there. Making up the nose gear doors, putting those parts on so you can see the nose. You can have them open or closed. Then underneath there's obviously a support as well, so yeah, flight position, loading position. So there obviously was tail heavy in real life, because I thought that's going to be interesting getting some nose weight in there, stop that going on its tail. But it's obviously got that. And final things are the ramps, and then you've got making up the half track and the Panzer II with a little painting guide, and even got some little decals for that as well. Very small there, as I said. And then your colour call outs at the back. You give up GCI, Mr. Colour call outs, and then you've got your RLMs and generic ones over here. I particularly like this one, Burning Iron colour. Very good. Anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed that little review, and the person who requested it on the Flory Models website, I hope it came across. If you've got any questions, contact me via the Flory Model website or comments in below. Anyway guys, stay safe, happy modelling.